Cool, here we go. Step 3 of what we're doing in these headlight buckets. I have my pattern pulled off properly. Fits perfect. And I made my panel, and that is fitting perfect as well. My pattern is always bigger than my panel, because that way I get the flow off. And then when I trim it down, if there's any extra shrinking and stretching on the edge, I'm done. I ain't got to fuss with it. I got my arrangement all set to where there's hardly any gaps all the way around. Getting ready to scribe that. Now, before I do any cutting or any scribing, I have to go in and fix these thin spots all the way around. And I'm going to do this as well, because when I weld this edge along here, I don't want this burning away. So I'm going to get this edge as perfect as possible. Now, on the last bucket, I got down to the last little bit. I was able to use silicone bronze around the edge to fill in the pits and any few light spots I've got. But this bucket is basically done. Even filled in some of the thin spots on the inside. So that guy's done, ready to go. So I'm going to come in here, and I know you can't see on the camera very well how this gets welded up. I also stepped up to a larger wire size to help myself out on this, and it seems to work a little bit better. Fire the torch up. Adjust it to neutral flame. And I'm going to come in and hopefully weld this up without screwing everything up. A lot of times I'll put the flame right on the wire itself, kind of eat up some of the heat input. But right now it's a nice plastic state. I come in and I can actually rewash it. The thing I gotta be careful with is not to let the heat soak get too much and then burn in towards my edges. And then I come into the next hole. And slowly fill it up. My heat is not adjustable while I'm welding. What I do have is I got the ability to pull away, and I got the ability to add more rod, which effectively adds more mass, which takes away some of the heat input. The temperature's not changing, but your heat input that would. Coming back in, washing it in, making sure I got it all flowed in on the edges. A little bit of sparks, you see your oxidation from the imperfection of not having it cleaned all the way, or a little bit of oxidation on the backside. And I believe that's good enough for that edge. Burn that in real nice. And there's nothing illegal about going back over top of weld to ensure where you're at, especially when you're doing rust holes. They get funky on you. So hang that up, shut that off. Now I'll go back in and grind that off. Now I know there's this meme running around. My daddy told me a good welder doesn't need to know how to grind. Well, that's bull. In this type of work, you gotta be a damn good grinder. Being, you gotta grind all that out to material thickness and still have the headlight ring to clamp around that in good order. Anyway, come visit us, stevesrestorations.com. We have apparel, we have hats, we have t-shirts. Yes, this is a commercial. I wanna try and sell some of this stuff. I'd like to see you guys out there wearing this. Visit his website, check stuff out, see what's going on in the shop. Also, on Facebook, Steve's Restorations and Hot Rods. Like that page, and we'll have more updates as we continue. Cool? Next.